Hello, students. Good afternoon. Hope you all know me. I am Ankita from Karim City College and I teach English core and elective English as well in the first and the second year. Today, I am going to start an introductory class for the students who had opted for elective English in the second year. First, let me introduce you to the elective English book Kaleidoscope. There are several genres in this book. I'm going to deal with the drama, or you can say the plays. The two Indian plays find a place in your syllabus. They are Chandalika by Tagore and Broken Images by Girish Karnad. Before starting the plays, I just want to engage this class in explaining what is drama. So, not wasting much more time, let's just move ahead. So, a drama is basically a composition in prose or verse, a mode of fictional representation through dialogue and performance. It usually engages kind of dialogues as well as it is enacted in the stage. So it is associated with some performance on the stage. It is a type of a literature primarily written to be performed for an audience, presenting in dialogue a story of life or a character. So usually we can see in the plays that the characters is saying something, their speech is referred to as dialogues. Okay, it may be a story, a life story of a character. Alright, especially one intended to be acted on the stage. So it is enacted on the stage. The drama, the plays are just enacted on the stage, and there is some particular audience in front of them, and the audience just have a look, they just enjoy the plays that are going on. Okay, so it is one of the literary genres which is an imitation of some action. So drama is a kind of a literary genre. It is one of the literary genre. It is a famous literary genre, you might say, that it is a kind of imitation of some action. Some action is played, okay, some performance is done on the stage, and the characters are involved in those performances, and the performance or the acting is done on the stage. Alright, and the characters are also known as the actors. The word drama comes from the Greek meaning to act, do, or perform. It is the origin of drama. So what does it mean? The Greek word to act, do, or perform. When reading a play, it is important to keep certain features of drama in the mind. So there are very important aspects related to drama. We just have to keep that in our mind. Some of these features relate to drama as literature. Others reflect its character as a performance. Alright. So I'm just presenting you some slides in front of you so that you can clearly get the concept of the drama. In these slides, we just first come across the plot of the drama. So you can just see it on your screen, the plot. And then we just come across the most important aspect of drama, that is the types of drama. So drama is usually divided into two types, major two types: tragedy first, and the second one is the comedy. Alright, but within this general framework, a number of types and subtypes have been developed. So the two major types are the tragedy and comedy, but there are also many subtypes as well. Alright, so the subtypes are the tragicomedy. For instance, it mixes elements of both tragedy and comedy. So, what is a tragicomedy? It mixes both the instances of the tragedy or the comedy. Tragedy in which the sad thing happens. Okay, the play end with a sad note. The play end on a sad note, and comedy is just the opposite. The play or the drama ends on a happy note. All right. The modern problem play, there is another type of drama which is also known as a problem play. Deals with neither of this, but with the middle class life and their problems. Okay, the problem plays usually deals with the middle class life of the middle class men, middle class people, and their problems. It just focuses on the problems of the middle class people. Therefore, there are four major types of drama: comedy, tragedy, farce, and melodrama. Okay, comedy just end on a happy note, tragedy just end on a very sad note, and farce just make some comic elements in it, and melodrama is, you can see that is an exaggeration form. Okay, some exaggeration has been done in it. Okay, just, and there is also a musical drama. Okay, that some music notes have been included in that particular drama. We will just come across it. So next are the elements of drama, as you can see it on your screen itself. Alright, so what are the elements of drama? External conflict. First one is external conflict. Next is the internal conflict. Protagonist is the main character of the play. Alright, protagonist जो होते हैं वो क्या है? They are the main character, main actor of the play. And next is the antagonist. Antagonist is the opposite character of the play, of the main character. Antagonist is the character who is the just opposite of the main character, main actor. Okay, here you can just see the antagonist is the character who opposes the main character. He is just opposite. You can see just for example, we can just say that protagonist is the hero or the main actor, lead actor or the hero of the play, and whereas antagonist is the villain of the play. Alright, foil. Okay, next is the dialogue, monologue, soliloquy, and aside. So these are the elements of drama you just need to know. Okay, you just go through the lines. It will just appear it on your screen. You can see it on your screen itself. So you just go through the lines and you will just come to know that these are the elements of drama which are included in each and every plays or drama, though it may be an Indian drama or a British drama. Okay, next we come to the aspect characters. So in this, it is a very important major aspect of the play that the characters play a major role. So the characters are important in plays. Without the character there is no story. Everyone knows that. Okay, because the characters are the only actors, they are performing on the stage, and we can just see the drama. We can just watch the drama and be entertained. Okay, so without the characters there is no story, no climax, and no resolution. The audience is invested in the characters and cares what happens to them. So the audience just focuses on the characters and their role. Okay, and the characters are the individual who take part in the action of a drama, and the characters in the drama are collectively referred to as a cast. Okay, this is a very important thing. So When obviously in a particular play there is more than one or two characters. Okay, there may be several characters in a play. So when we are just referring to a single character, we are just referring them as the actors or the characters of the play. Alright, but when we are referring them as a group, then we are calling them as a cast. Okay, you may have heard this word earlier also when we are relating it to the films and movies. Alright, the cast. So when we are just referring the characters as a group, then we are referring them as a cast of the drama or the play. Okay, the next is the conventions of drama. In the conventions we can see that there is a cast of the characters, means the group of the characters, how many characters are there and what kind of role they are assigned. Okay, act, there are several acts. There are act 1, act 2. Usually each and every plays are divided in 2 or 3 acts. Okay, so and we under the acts there are also scenes. Okay, act 1, scene 1, like this, act 1, scene 2, act 1, scene 3. It goes like this. Alright, and the stage direction, the dramatist instruction for performing a play. Alright, so the convention of drama includes a cast of actors, acts, scenes, and the stage direction by the director of the play. Alright, next we come to the purposes of drama. What is the purpose of drama? Means क्यों लिखा गया है ड्रामा, या क्यों पहले इनैक्ट करते हैं हम लोग, पहले एक्ट करते हैं. Alright, that this drama is performed on a stage. Then the particular writer is taking up that drama and he is just writing it down. Okay, so why the drama or why the particular play is been enacted on the stage? What are the purpose behind it? Alright, so the first purpose of drama is drama can entertain viewers means the audience. Alright, teach viewers about human condition or experience. Okay, human condition के बारे में बताते हैं. The drama can also teach us social lessons also, help viewers learn about themselves and others, teach viewers to be sympathetic. Here viewers means audience. Alright, also viewers to explore other visions of the world. So by watching drama, by just going to watch a play, the audience can have a kind of experience. The audience can build up a kind of a mental state that they can judge, and they can judge what is wrong and what is right. Okay, they can have an experience and they also can have a good vision of the world. Alright, next, the other aspect of the drama is the contrast and the symbols. Okay, the next slide is about the contrast and the symbols. Last but not the least, how a drama uses a particular contrast and symbols in the plays. Okay, how a dramatist use and what are the uses of contrast and symbols, we can see it on the screen. that's all for today. We will meet soon in the next virtual class with the detailed explanation of the play Chandalika by Rabindranath Tagore. Till then, just go through today's lecture and stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for the latest updates. Goodbye, take care, and stay safe.